Hello everyone, I am JP Shah, working as Assistant Professor in KKWIEE and R, Nasik. Today I will be discussing on recruitment and selection. Learning objectives. After this session, students will be able to understand what is recruitment and selection process. Different steps involved in recruitment and selection. In context of human resource management, the term recruitment is the process of finding and selecting the candidate who is well suitable for a job opening in a timely and cost-effective manner. Basically, it is process of hiring a candidate which is most suitable for a particular job. Selecting a right candidate is extremely important for any organization because it is very difficult to go through the rigorous process again and again for the same job role, as it includes energy, time, cost and resources. The process of hiring a candidate either internally or externally must be done in a perfect and professional manner. Methods of recruitment process. There are two methods of doing the process of professional recruitment. First, internal recruitment. Second, external recruitment. What is internal recruitment? It is done when the company looks to fill the vacancy from their organization or existing workforce itself. It is a cheaper and quicker process to recruit. People are already familiar with the organization. The company already knows about the strength and weaknesses of the candidates. External recruitment. This is the process when a company looks to fill a vacancy from any suitable application or outside the business. It is done outside the company, which brings new ideas. People have a wider range of experience, longer process, more expensive, shifts in population, competitions, etc. So we have discussed about internal and external recruitment. Now look at various steps of recruitment. As per many institutions, there are different steps. So let us discuss it one by one. First step is to identify the need of hiring, for what purpose we need the candidate. Second, proper planning before the recruitment. Third, searching the right candidate. Fourth, identify viable candidates. Fifth, recruiting the candidates. Sixth, screening of candidates by various means. Then seventh, interviewing the candidates, means technical interview and HR interview. Then next step, offer the employment. Then hiring the candidate, and last step is onboarding the candidate. So let's discuss recruitment process in short. Step 1 is recruitment planning, then strategy development for recruiting, then searching at right place at right time, then screening of hundreds and thousands of candidates, and last one is evaluation and control. So we will discuss each and every step one by one. So let's start with the process of recruitment. It is the whole process that begins with the identification of the needs of the company with respect to the job and resources, and ends with the employing a candidate in the company. When we think of the recruitment process, what immediately comes to our minds are the activities like analysis of the recruitment for a particular job, to attract the candidates for the particular job, screening of the applicants, and selecting among the best candidates for the right job to achieve company's goals. Before the organization recruit candidates, they must properly implement the virtual staffing plan and forecast them to determine how many people they actually require. Recruitment process definition. The recruitment is the process of analyzing the job requirements and then finding the prospective candidates, who are then encouraged and stimulated to apply for the job in the organization. The recruitment program is designed to attract more and more applicants such that the pool of candidates applies for the job and the organization has more options to select the best out of them. The recruitment process consists of 5 interrelated stages, which are as: first one is recruitment planning. The recruitment process begins with the planning, wherein the vacant job positions are analyzed and then the comprehensive job draft is prepared that includes job specifications and its nature, skills required, qualifications, experience needed for the job, etc. Here, the recruitment committee decides on the number and the type of applicants to be contacted. The aim of any organization is to attract more candidates, as some of them might not be willing to join or some might not qualify for the job position. So, the company has a sufficient number of candidates to choose amongst them. The type of candidates required for the job is well specified in terms of the task and responsibilities involved in a job, along with the qualification and experience expected. Second step is strategy development. Once the comprehensive job draft is prepared and the type and the number of recruits required are decided upon, the next step is to decide a strategy that is adopted while recruiting the prospective candidates in the organization. The following strategic considerations should be kept in mind. There are 4 points: make or buy employees, different methods of recruitment, geographical area we should consider, and resources of recruitment. Searching. Third step. Once the strategy is prepared, the search for the candidates can be initialized. It includes 2 steps: source activation and selling. The source activation means the search for the candidate activates on the employee requisition, that is, until and unless the line manager verifies that the vacancy exists, the search process cannot be initiated. The next point to be considered is selling, which means the firm must judiciously select that media of communication that successfully conveys the employment information to the prospective candidates. Some companies they go for newspaper, some companies they go for social media. Then next step is screening. The screening means to shortlist the applications of the candidates for further selection process. Although the screening is considered as the starting point of selection but is integral to the recruitment process. This is because the selection process begins only after the applications are scrutinized and shortlisted on the basis of job requirements. The purpose of recruitment here is to remove those applicants at an early stage which clearly seems to be unqualified. The next step, evaluation and control. Evaluation and control is the last stage in the recruitment process wherein the validity and effectiveness of the process and the methods used therein is assessed. This stage is crucial because the firm has to check the output in terms of cost incurred. The requirement is a costly process as it includes the salaries of recruiters, time spent by the management, cost of advertisement, cost of selection, a price paid for the overtime, and outsourcing in case of vacancy remains unfilled. Thus, a firm is required to gather all this relevant information to evaluate the performance of a requirement process effectively. Factors affecting recruitment process. There are two factors, external factors and internal factors. Socio-economic supply and demand, employment rate, market competition, information system, reservation system, labor market conditions. These are the external factors. In case of internal factors, organization culture, career planning, company space package, company size, company's product, company's growth rate, cost of requirement and work type. These factors affect recruits. Now next point is selection. Definition of selection. As per many management gurus, business tycoons, there are many definitions for selections. I have shortlisted top 3 definitions. First, according to Harold Newts, selection is the process of choosing from the candidates from within the organization or from outside the most suitable person for the current position or for the future positions. Del Yoder said, selection is the process by which candidates for employment are divided into classes, those who will be offered employment and those who will not. David and Robbins said, selection process is a managerial decision-making process as to predict which job applicants will be successful if hired. This process involves making a judgment not about the applicant, but about the fit between the applicant and the job by considering knowledge, skills, and abilities and other characteristics required to perform the job selection procedures are not carried out through standard pattern and steps in this. The process can vary from organization to organization. Some steps performed and considered important by one organization can be skipped by other organization. Steps in selection: recruitment, application, written test, which include technical as well as aptitude test, interview, as I mentioned earlier, technical and HR interview. Reference check means they are checking your background. Medical examinations. Many companies they go through different medical tests before selecting you. final selection, placement, and induction. These are my references. Thank you very much for your attention.